I'm finally going to read you that letter. I'm going to read you the letter that landed me the house that I found while sitting on the toilet a couple Saturdays back. This was definitely unplanned. We were not looking for a house. We're happy in our home. We like the home we live in. But for some reason, sometimes you see something and you say, I got to go get that.
I want that.
I want that. And so we did, and we went and looked at the house, and I fell in love with it. But the problem is that the housing market right now is super hot, and houses are going like pancakes and hotcakes, and they're just, pow, everybody's just grabbing it. So when we looked at the house, the real estate agent basically told us, this is a very competitive house. A lot of people have already come to see it, and it was the first day. We saw it the first day, and we were the 13th family, I think, that went that day. And so I said, okay, what can we do to stand out? And she said, a lot of people write letters. And I said, cool, it's Super Bowl Sunday today. I'll have Kinsey write that letter and mail it off to you in no time. And that's when Kinsey reminded me that the only other time we've written a letter, she wrote it, and we didn't get it. And in fact, I pulled it up, and this is what Kinsey wrote the first time we tried to get a house, and she wrote the letter, and she wrote, hi, we're the Chavez family. We really like this house, especially the Jack and Jill playroom for the kids. Hopefully, we can create some memories. Can't wait to start our lives here. Thanks.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
Right? Yeah. Which is what it should be like. Yeah. We didn't get the house. We did not get the house. And so Kinsey said, I'm not writing it. You write it. And I said, fine. So I watched a little bit of the Super Bowl, got in my feels because, it was one of those games that wasn't happening. So I went off after like the third quarter, and I started writing this letter. By myself.
Yeah, come on, Pisces.
Yeah, come on.
And I wrote, Dear Mr. and Mrs., I'll omit their name for privacy reasons. I hope you're both having a wonderful day, because I certainly am. And it has a lot to do with the home you have put up for sale. I'd like to introduce myself first, because I know you love this home, and I don't want you to feel like you're handing it off to a stranger. My wife says I can be long-winded, and this will be no exception. My name's Jose Chavez. I'm married to a woman named Kinsey Chavez, who I met when I was 19 years old. We were just teenagers, but I knew she would be my wife one day. And she has been my rock from day one. I basically was homeless when I met her, but she's always told me that she saw something special in me. She's my biggest cheerleader. We've grown up together, and I look forward to growing old together. This woman really loves me for who I am as a person, and is the main reason I have pushed myself to be where I'm at today. So naturally, I want nothing more than to give her and the family we created a better life than I had. We have 2 kids. They attend the elementary school down the street from your house. Chloe's my youngest. She's 7 years old and a ray of sunshine. She's a cheerleader and a soccer player. She's full of positivity and love. Kayson's my son. He's 9 years old. He plays football and does very well in school. He loves to make people laugh. As hard as it may be to believe, they're best friends. They really do get along, except for when the boy wants to do his big brother duty and annoy his sister. Basically, I've achieved extreme wealth in the love and family department. When I saw your home, I had that same magnetic feeling I had towards my wife. And after seeing it in person, I started envisioning what life would be like. I see my kids walking home from school. I can see pool parties during the summertime with their friends. I see my son and I skating around the lake, and all of us playing catch and soccer in the backyard. I could see us cuddled up in the living room watching TV and preparing a drink for my wife and I at the bar. I see Chloe and I having our nightly dance parties in her room. I can see my wife getting ready by the vanity and then giving herself one last look in the closet. I can feel the stress leave me, because I'll be able to work from the office knowing I'm not going to wake anybody up. I picture my wife making dinner while I sit on the bar stool playing the guitar in the kitchen. I see game nights in the playroom where one of them gets mad and I have to go console them in their room. I can see my kids walking down the stairs dressed up and ready to go to prom and sitting by the front door. Oh, this is the part that got me. And sitting by the front door and by the window waiting for them to come home. Your home made me feel extreme happiness. The way something makes you feel is important. I surround myself with people who make me feel this way, and I'd love to come home to that feeling every day. This is the type of house I could only imagine and dream of living in one day. In fact, I used to have parents drop me off at homes that looked like yours as a kid, because I didn't want them to know I lived in an apartment. This is the home I want to raise my family in. I want to make as many memories as possible, and when my kids head off to live their lives, hopefully in 20 years or 11, depends on what day you ask me, I'd love to pass the torch off to another family so that they could create beautiful memories as well. I would love to make this process as easy as possible for you both. It's clear that you put nothing but love into this home, and just know that if we're blessed to live here, you will forever be a part of our journey, and my family and I will forever be grateful for you. No matter how this all plays out, I still want to thank you for allowing me to have that feeling and showing me that my dream house is out there. Much love, Jose Chavez.
Oh, that's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful. That was beautiful. I'd sell you my house right now. You're a
Yeah, so that's, and honestly, I don't know how these are supposed to go. I don't know the ethics behind it. I don't know how long they're supposed to be. I just went and wrote that and sent it off, thinking nothing of it. Aww. And my real estate agent called me right back and said, "Hey, the owners read it and they want to give you the house."
Aww.
And I was like, so you telling me that my letter helped? And
say, will they knock about 10 grand off?
Yeah, I was like, yo, can your boy get a deal? He said, yeah, they'll take care of the flooring too. Which,
that's awesome, man. That was a beautiful letter.